Let's explore the DOC NYC 2024 Festival.
Okay.
It's all about documentaries, and it's happening right now in Manhattan.
Sounds exciting.
We've got articles here highlighting some must-see films.
Must-sees, okay.
So get ready for a whirlwind tour of intriguing stories and thought-provoking themes.
Like a VIP pass.
Exactly. Think of this as your VIP pass to the festival, even if you can't make it in person.
Oh.
So what makes DOC NYC so special?
Well, it's not just about premieres.
Okay.
It's really a journey through a diverse range of topics.
That's fascinating.
You're going to discover films covering art, activism, war, and censorship.
Wow, all in one place.
All in one place.
I'm impressed with how much ground they cover.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
So this year marks the 15th annual edition, right?
Yeah.
Running from November 13th to the 21st.
Yeah.
And they're boasting 31 world premiere features and 24 U.S. premieres.
Wow, that's a lot.
And speaking of premieres,
Yeah.
the opening and closing films are always a highlight.
Right.
This year, DOC NYC kicks off with Blue Road, a portrait of the renowned yet controversial Irish novelist Edna O'Brien.
Interesting.
And it closes with Drop Dead City,
Okay.
which delves into New York City's 1970s financial crisis.
Wow, what a contrast.
Right. That alone shows you the breadth of themes you can expect at this festival.
It really does.
I'm intrigued by how they chose such different films to open and close the festival.
Yeah,
Blue Road sounds especially poignant,
I agree.
knowing that the director only had a year to capture Edna O'Brien's story
Right.
before she passed away.
It really adds a layer of urgency to the film.
It does, doesn't it?
It makes you think about the power of capturing someone's legacy on film,
You're right.
especially when time is of the essence.
Exactly.
And then Drop Dead City takes us back to a turbulent period
Mm.
in New York's history.
A period that still resonates today.
For sure.
So we've got a sense of the festival as a whole.
Yeah.
But let's zero in on some specific films that caught my eye.
Okay, let's do it.
The BB Files sounds explosive.
Oh.
It delves into the corruption trial of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Using never-before-seen interrogation footage and interviews with those close to the case.
Wow, that's juicy.
It raises questions about power,
For sure.
accountability, and what happens behind closed doors in politics.
Definitely a film that will get people talking,
Oh, absolutely.
especially with a figure as controversial as Netanyahu at the center.
Yeah, that's true.
But moving on from political intrigue,
Okay.
we have All God's Children.
Okay.
It focuses on an activist rabbi and a reverend in Brooklyn,
Interesting.
working to bridge divides between communities impacted by racism and anti-Semitism.
That's a powerful theme.
It really is, and so relevant in today's world.
It speaks to the importance of dialogue and understanding,
Absolutely.
especially amidst the tensions we see in society.
Exactly.
It's a reminder that finding common ground is possible,
I like that.
even when dealing with deep-rooted conflicts.
For sure. And then for something completely different, we have Yalla Parkour.
Oh, I've heard of this one.
The idea of turning a war-torn landscape into a playground is both heartbreaking and inspiring.
I know, right? To see these young parkour artists in Gaza finding beauty and liberation amidst the rubble.
It speaks to the resilience of the human spirit.
It really does.
It's incredible how, even in the face of adversity, people can find outlets for creative expression and joy.
Absolutely.
This film is a testament to that.
I agree.
I think it will resonate deeply with audiences.
And from the streets of Gaza,
Yeah.
we go to the downfall of a media giant
Okay.
with Vice's Broke.
Vice's Broke. Fascinating.
Yeah, it promises a look behind the curtain at Vice Media.
Examining their rise and fall.
Right.
I'm curious to see how they unpack their story,
Yeah.
especially their initial success and subsequent scrutiny.
It's a cautionary tale about ambition,
Definitely.
excess, and the ever-changing landscape of media.
Yeah, absolutely. This film will be interesting for anyone who has followed Vice's journey.
For sure.
It feels like there's a pattern emerging here.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, a lot of these films seem to be exploring power structures
Oh, I see what you mean.
in different ways,
Yeah, that's true.
whether it's political power,
Right.
social power,
Uh-huh.
or the dynamics within a company.
Yeah,
Documentaries often act as a lens
I agree.
to examine these structures and their impact.
On individuals and society.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move on to Light, Darkness, Light.
Right.
It explores the journey of Ian Nichols,
Okay.
a blind Anglican priest who receives an experimental bionic eye implant.
Imagine living in darkness for nearly 4 decades,
Oh.
and then suddenly having your sight partially restored.
It raises so many questions.
I can't even fathom that experience.
About perception, adaptation, and how technology can reshape our reality.
It's mind-blowing.
It is. And get this.
What?
The DOC NYC screenings of this film will offer sound amplification headphones to enhance the immersive experience for the audience.
That's incredible.
It's pretty cool, right?
Shows how filmmakers are constantly pushing boundaries
Yeah.
and finding new ways to engage their audiences.
It's exciting.
Definitely.
Yeah, it really highlights how documentaries can go beyond just presenting information and create truly immersive experiences.
That's so cool.
And speaking of pushing boundaries, Queendom is another film that tackles challenging themes in a
Yeah.
visually stunning way.
I'm always drawn to films that explore artistic expression,
Right.
especially when it intersects with social commentary.
Yeah.
This one follows Jenna Marvin.
Okay.
She's a young queer artist in Russia
Interesting.
whose surreal costume art and drag performances challenge societal norms.
It's amazing how art can be such a powerful form of protest.
It really is.
And with David France as an executive producer.
Oh, wow. The filmmaker behind How to Survive a Plague.
Exactly. And Welcome to Chechnya.
Those are both powerful films.
Yeah, you can bet that Queendom is going to be thought-provoking.
It's inspiring to see artists using their craft to speak truth to power.
It really is, even when facing adversity.
Okay, so from art and activism,
Yeah.
let's move to the world of sports.
Okay.
With Southpaw, The Life and Legacy of Jim Abbott.
I've heard of him.
It tells the story of the former Major League Baseball pitcher
Right.
who's born without a right hand.
Wow.
It's a story about overcoming obstacles
Uh-huh.
and achieving dreams.
I bet it will resonate with a lot of people.
It will, anyone who has faced adversity.
Jim Abbott's story isn't just about athletic achievement, though.
I agree.
It makes you think about how we define ability.
For sure.
It challenges our preconceived notions of what's possible.
Absolutely. Okay, and then there's two strangers trying not to kill each other.
What a title.
I know, right? So intriguing.
It follows an older couple,
Okay.
a photographer and an artist,
Right?
as they navigate the complexities of aging, love, and the reality of death.
It sounds like a raw and intimate portrait of a long-term relationship,
Hit it.
exploring the beauty and the challenges of sharing a life with someone.
And let's be honest,
What?
who hasn't had moments in a relationship where they felt like they were trying not to kill each other?
That's so true.
It's what makes this film relatable.
It reminds us that even amidst life's difficulties, love and connection can endure.
Okay, let's switch gears for a moment
Okay.
to something a little lighter
Sounds good.
with Yacht Rock, a documentary.
All right, this one explores the history of that smooth, jazzy genre.
That we all know and secretly love.
Exactly.
I'm curious to see how they portray it,
Me too.
because it's often both beloved and ridiculed.
Right. They'll have to strike a balance.
Between acknowledging the cheesy elements
Yeah.
while also celebrating its appeal.
This film is going to tap into that nostalgia factor,
Absolutely.
but also offer a fresh perspective.
And we can't forget about Yalla Parkour.
Oh, yes, that's right.
It was remotely directed over 8 years.
Wow, from 2015 to 2023.
And it follows young parkour artists in Gaza.
Finding beauty and liberation amidst the rubble.
Imagine finding freedom and self-expression
I know, it's incredible.
by leaping over the ruins of war.
They turn devastation into a canvas for their art.
It's amazing.
Another example of how documentaries can transport us
Right.
to different worlds
Yeah.
and immerse us in stories.
That might otherwise remain untold.
Okay, we've talked about individual films,
Yeah.
but let's zoom out for a moment.
Okay.
What about the broader impact of a festival like DOC NYC?
Well, beyond just showcasing films,
Right.
it provides a platform for filmmakers to connect with audiences, industry professionals,
Okay.
and each other.
It fosters a community of storytellers
Exactly. And it sparks conversations.
that extend beyond the festival itself,
It's like a breeding ground for new ideas and collaborations.
pushing the boundaries of documentary filmmaking.
And shaping the future of the genre.
And what about the role of documentaries in society as a whole?
I think they play a vital role
Okay.
in informing, educating, and inspiring audiences.
They offer a window into different worlds.
Exactly, and different perspectives and experiences.
They broaden our understanding of ourselves and the issues we face.
And they can be powerful tools for social change,
For sure.
shining a light on injustices,
Right.
amplifying the voices of those who are often marginalized or silenced.
They don't shy away from tackling complex and challenging issues.
It's true.
that might otherwise go unnoticed or unexplored.
And at the same time,
Yeah,
documentaries can be incredibly entertaining.
they can be.
They offer captivating stories that
Yeah.
keep us engaged and leave a lasting impact.
The best documentaries find that perfect balance
I agree.
between educating and entertaining.
They inform us
Yeah.
while also keeping us on the edge of our seats.
Okay, so out of this year's lineup,
Yeah,
which films do you think will generate the most buzz?
that's a tough one.
There are so many strong contenders.
I know, it's hard to choose.
But if you had to pick...
I think the BB Files, with its focus on political intrigue,
Okay.
is sure to spark debate.
For sure.
And then for a film that might surprise people,
Okay.
with its heartwarming appeal, I think Southpaw.
Jim Abbott's story is bound to resonate with audiences.
It is, yeah.
But on a more serious note,
Yeah.
what about films that are likely to be controversial?
Well, the BB Files is a definite contender.
Okay.
But I also think Vice is Broke
Okay.
could generate some strong reactions
The downfall of a media empire often reveals uncomfortable truths.
about power,
Yes.
influence,
Yeah.
and the pursuit of success.
What's a cautionary tale?
It is.
Reminding us that even those who seem to have it all can face a reckoning.
Okay, what about films that are simply visually stunning?
Good question.
Yalla Parkour comes to mind.
Okay.
The parkour against the backdrop of a war-torn landscape
Yeah.
creates such a striking visual contrast.
It does. And then there's Queendom,
Right.
with the costume art and drag performance,
Yeah.
creating these incredibly surreal and beautiful images.
It's a feast for the eyes.
Do we have any behind-the-scenes insights
You did.
about the making of these films?
The filmmakers behind the BB Files
Yeah.
were able to access leaked footage,
Really, that's interesting.
which definitely adds a layer of intrigue.
And maybe even a bit of danger.
They were piecing together a hidden narrative.
Revealing information that wouldn't have been accessible otherwise.
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
It speaks to the dedication
Awesome.
and, at times, the risks involved in documentary filmmaking.
What about the financial side of things?
Okay.
Do we have any insights into the production budgets?
Unfortunately, that information isn't readily available.
Okay.
But it's worth noting that documentary filmmaking often operates on tighter budgets.
Compared to big-budget Hollywood productions.
Right. They achieve so much with limited resources.
It's a testament to their creativity and ingenuity.
It goes to show that compelling storytelling isn't necessarily about money. It's about passion, a commitment, and a desire to shed light on important issues.
This year's DOC NYC lineup is incredibly diverse. We've got films about everything.
Politics.
Social justice, art, music and sports.
It speaks to the breadth and depth of the documentary genre.
I'm starting to think that 7 days isn't enough time to take it all in.
It's a whirlwind of cinematic experiences.
You're right.
And it's just a small sampling of the incredible documentaries being made today.
Speaking of sampling,
Yeah.
there's a film that caught my eye
Okay.
we haven't touched on yet.
Which one?
Gallagher.
Oh, the comedian.
Yes.
Known for smashing watermelons.
That's the one.
I remember him.
This documentary offers a retrospective look at his life
Oh.
and career.
Examining both his comedic brilliance
Yes.
and the struggles he faced.
I'm curious to see how they portray him beyond his signature bit.
The man behind the watermelon.
Exactly.
It's always fascinating to see the person behind the persona.
Especially with comedians.
Yeah. Yeah. They often use humor to mask their vulnerabilities.
This film could offer some real insight
Into his creative process.
and the complexities of his life.
Okay. Let's shift gears again.
All right.
To a film that sounds heartwarming and thought-provoking.
I'm listening.
Children of Heaven.
Okay.
It's an Iranian film from 1997.
Interesting.
It tells the story of a brother and sister
Okay.
who share a pair of shoes.
Wow.
It's beautifully crafted.
Exploring themes of poverty, family.
And the simple joys of life.
It offers a glimpse into a world far removed from our own.
Reminding us of the universal experiences that connect us all.
It's a classic coming-of-age story,
That captures the innocence and resilience of childhood.
even in the face of challenging circumstances.
And speaking of challenging circumstances,
Yeah.
Honora is another film that explores unconventional relationships
Oh, it
and
is.
the complexities of human connection.
This film was directed by Sean Baker.
Yes, he's known for his unique portrayals of life on the margins.
It tells the story of a sex worker in New York
Right.
who marries the son of a wealthy Russian oligarch.
Wow, what a story.
It's a blend of humor,
Mhm.
drama.
And social commentary.
I'm interested to see how Baker tackles these themes.
His films often challenge societal norms
Yeah.
and make us confront uncomfortable truths
He has a way of shedding light on aspects of society,
that we often choose to ignore.
forcing us to acknowledge the diversity of human experiences.
Exactly.
It's interesting how many of these films explore themes of connection and relationships,
You're right.
whether it's a family struggling with poverty
Or a couple facing the challenges of aging.
or even a comedian trying to connect with an audience.
These films all tap into that fundamental human need for belonging,
It's a reminder that we are all interconnected,
and that our stories
no matter how different they may seem.
often share common threads.
That's one of the things I love about documentaries.
What's that?
They have this power to make us feel less alone,
Yeah.
less isolated in our own experiences.
They show us that even in the darkest of times.
There is beauty
Resilience.
and a profound capacity for human connection. Yeah, it's amazing how documentaries can take us on these journeys and broaden our understanding of the world and ourselves.
For sure.
There's actually one more film I want to mention before we wrap up.
Okay, which one?
It's Princess Mononoke.
Oh, a classic.
Yeah, this animated film by Hayao Miyazaki.
It's a visual masterpiece,
It really is.
exploring that complex relationship
Yeah.
between humanity and nature.
Miyazaki's films are known for their stunning visuals,
Absolutely.
the intricate storytelling and profound themes.
Yeah.
And Princess Mononoke specifically tells the story of a young prince caught in a war
Okay.
between forest gods and a human mining colony.
It's a timeless story
It really is.
that speaks to environmentalism and finding balance
Yeah.
with the natural world.
It's a film that stays with you
It really does.
long after you've seen it,
Miyazaki's work always offers this blend of entertainment
Yeah.
and social commentary
sparking important conversations.
about our place in the world.
So we have explored a lot of ground here.
We have.
Political thrillers to heartwarming stories of resilience.
Yeah.
But I want to step back for a moment.
Okay.
What do you think is the role of documentary filmmaking in today's world?
Documentaries play a crucial role in informing, educating, and inspiring audiences. They offer a window into different worlds and perspectives,
All right.
broadening our understanding of ourselves and the world.
I like that.
They often tackle complex and challenging issues
For sure.
that might otherwise go unnoticed or unexplored.
They'd be powerful tools for social change,
They can.
giving a voice to the voiceless and shining light on injustice.
Absolutely.
But they can also be incredibly entertaining,
Oh, yeah.
offering captivating stories that keep us engaged.
The best documentaries strike a balance
I agree,
between education and entertainment.
leaving a lasting impact.
They do.
So what advice would you give to someone attending a festival like DOC NYC?
I would say go in with an open mind.
Okay.
Be prepared to be challenged, and don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone.
Explore films that you might not normally gravitate towards.
Exactly.
Film festivals are all about discovery.
And expanding your horizons.
Take advantage of the chance to connect with other film enthusiasts.
Talk to people, share your thoughts.
Engage in discussions.
Film festivals create a sense of community.
A shared experience.
And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Good point.
Filmmakers and industry professionals are often present,
They are.
and they're usually eager to talk about their work.
It's a valuable learning experience.
It is.
And a chance to gain insights into the creative process.
Most importantly, have fun.
Yes.
Film festivals are a celebration of cinema,
They are.
a chance to immerse yourself in storytelling
Yeah.
and experience the magic of the movies.
DOC NYC is going to be incredible.
It is. I'm already feeling inspired
Me
to dive into some documentaries.
We've only scratched the surface of what DOC NYC has to offer, but
I hope you got a good overview.
and enjoy the movies.
There are so many fascinating films to explore.
Who knows? Maybe you'll even find your next documentary obsession.
Keep exploring, keep learning.
And most importantly, keep watching documentaries.